In the future, women no longer need men to have babies, thanks to the development of a pregnancy capsule. A large screen appears before the patients, showing the entire conception process. In front of the future parents, a race takes place, and finally, they are informed that their embryo is ready. Now, they have the opportunity to greet it. The center's administrator explains all the features available during pregnancy. For example, an app allows parents to play music, movies, and podcasts in different languages for the baby or introduce a variety of flavors so the child doesn't become picky in the future. The program familiarizes the baby with different foods, effectively eliminating the problem of fussiness. Though the young couple feels strange looking at the tiny vial, they are fascinated. In the year 2050, schools are different, no dirty hands, dripping paint, or ugly drawings. Artificial intelligence does everything for the children, leaving them only to observe the process and provide feedback. Among the guests are the parents of a child already born from a capsule. They admit that their child does not dream. The teacher doesn't see this as a problem, calling it a minor side effect that doesn't affect human development. At home, LV enjoys watching the child through the viewing window, pleased that he agreed to this experiment after all. To spend even more time with the child, he reads to it endlessly, does all the household chores, and even begins visiting playgrounds so the child can socialize before it's born. However, Rachel finds it strange that LV constantly carries the capsule around with him. At night, Rachel is plagued by strange dreams in which she sees herself truly pregnant. She tries to spend more time with the capsule, not understanding why she hasn't developed the same attachment that LV has. She goes to a parenting seminar, wearing the egg like a regular backpack. After the meeting, the parents have to say goodbye to the child. The agreement requires the egg to spend the remainder of the term at the medical center. The separation from the baby throws LV into depression. Even Rachel changes drastically. Maternal instincts awaken in her that she hadn't felt before. With the birth just around the corner, she spends her free time at the clinic watching the egg. LV asks Linda for permission to take the capsule home during this time, but she refuses. The administrator reminds him that the capsule is company property and too valuable to risk. Despite the prohibition, LV returns to the center and steals the egg with their baby inside. At home, Rachel surrounds the capsule with care, but the stress triggers a new wave of dreams in which she selects a child from a store. Unable to take it anymore, she wakes her husband and asks him to pack up. She suggests they go to their country house so they can calmly welcome their child there, far away from the strange modern world. LV tries to resolve the issue peacefully and asks Linda to assign a nurse to help them through the birthing process, but all efforts are in vain. Linda demands that the capsule be immediately returned to the clinic. The couple leaves the city as fugitives, but this doesn't dampen their spirits. They travel dozens of kilometers by bus, sail on a ferry, and finally arrive at a secluded place completely unlike their city apartment. Being close to nature brings peace and finally relieves Rachel of her constant worries. Now, they only have to wait for the important moment, the birth of their child. Rachel notices that the capsule is no longer showing signs of life. The couple realizes that the clinic has remotely cut off the egg's power due to their breach of contract. Rachel begins to panic and asks her husband to take her back to the city immediately to fix everything, but LV has another plan. He suggests waiting. The capsule's autonomy lasts 48 hours, and their child is due to be born during this time. So they shouldn't give in to the clinic's blackmail. Early in the morning, a touching melody sounds from the capsule, signaling the start of the birth process. To open the egg, they need to enter a special code, but they don't have it. LV tries several random combinations, but they all fail, and he realizes they'll have to take a different approach. Using a screwdriver, the joyful father pries open the capsule, revealing a tiny body inside. LV lifts the baby out, wrapping it in a towel and rejoicing that the dangers are finally behind them. This is where the movie ends.